All right, so check it out. Here's the status. The powder, woo! The frame is out at the powder coater already. Yes, the frame is done. It is prepped, gone. Out the door, the cylinder, gone. Out the door, the crank, gone. Out the door, they are getting spec'd up, and the piston ordered, getting sent to the shop. Boom, we only have to go one over. So, yeah, stock bore, thank God. So we only had to go one over on that, just a 0.25 over. So we got ourselves a Pro X piston. Getting, it's at the shop, getting bored and honed. And well, they'll do it as soon as they receive the piston. I had the piston shipped to them, shipped right straight to the shop. We have accomplished a lot of stuff, and man, I apologize. I got tons of footage that I'm gonna have to put together here in a very short amount of time. But I've been very busy of getting things done, and I haven't had a whole lot of time to put the videos out, and I apologize for that, but stuff is moving pretty rapidly. So anyway, the first part of this video, we're gonna be kicking out some Superclean. Right here, yeah. Finally, yeah, got somebody who has shown a little bit of interest, and Superclean reached out to me, sent me some of their products, and asked me if I would go ahead and give a review of them. Like an honest opinion too. They didn't say, you know, hey, we'll give you some free stuff if you tell us that it's all good. Nope, they gave it to me, and they said, do a video and do your honest opinion on it. We want your honest opinion, because that makes us grow and get better and grow stronger if it happens to be something that you don't like or whatever, but we feel that you will like it. I was like, cool, that's some confidence right there. So, man, I'm gonna give it a try. And upon further discussion with some of my buddies out there in Illinois too, I discovered they use Superclean on their Harleys. Yeah, they don't even dilute it. It says on there that you can, they got a little chart where you can mix it and make it, you can dilute it. They use it straight up. They just said don't let it dry though, because it's a very aggressive cleaner. It's good for the environment, good for all that good stuff, but don't let it dry on your paint and things like that. But other than that, it's a very, very aggressive cleaner and works beautiful. Spray it on, hose it off. We're gonna be getting into that. We're gonna be doing some of the product. We're gonna be using some of the product to clean up our stuff. So we're gonna put it to the test in real scenarios, not just some kind of weird video where I've seen people like, hey, so we're gonna clean up some stuff that we have no reason to clean it up, or we're gonna go ahead and do it. But nope, we're gonna use it real time. We're gonna do some stuff with it. We're gonna use it for some purposes that I need to use it for, and we'll see how it works out. Again, Superclean, Superclean, yes, Superclean. Let's get on to the Superclean part. The first part of this video is gonna be Superclean, because we finished up the frame, like I said. We're moving quick. The frame is gone. The frame is out to the powder coater. Yeah, but cleaned up got the bolt out, got the piece welded on for the brake reservoir bracket that was broke off, and yeah, got all that cleaned up, prepped up, shined up, got rid of the surface rust, and sent that baby out. It's gone, powder coating right now. And then after that, we are going to, I've already done the seat, which I've already showed you in another video. The seat's back here. I haven't mounted it yet, as you can see. It's still sitting back there. That's what we're gonna do. Later, first we're gonna do the seat cover. I'm gonna finally edit that shit so that you can get on with seeing how the seat cover went together and all that stuff. We'll get that hooked up, and let's get rid of this for now. I'm not much of a hat wearer. I don't like wearing hats. I like this kind of hat, actually. I love wearing this kind of hat. I just don't like them forward. I'm a backwards dude. This is the way I like to wear my hats. After we get the Superclean part done, Superclean! After we get the Superclean part of the video done, we're going to move on to attaching the seat cover. First, we're going to take the seat cover off the old pan. I didn't show cleaning it up, but I actually use Superclean also. It's I'm just gonna skip forward before we get to the Superclean shit. It is awesome. Superclean is a very awesome product. I really, really love it, and you'll see when I move along here that it is awesome. I'm using it from now on. No worries there. Anyway, what's up? We're upside down today. Oh, we're really not, but you know, hey, anyway. Make sure that you subscribe and click that bell down there to get notified when all the new stuff keeps coming out. And as soon as you do that, I'll turn myself right side up and we can get to town. Look at all this stuff we got to do. Woo! We got a ton of stuff to do. Look at all of that stuff. So yeah, you want to make sure that you get notified because we're going to be building a motor. We're going to be rebuilding the shock. We're going to be rebuilding front forks. We're going to be rebuilding the swing arm. We're going to be adding all kinds of stuff. We're going to be putting all this, we're going to be assembling all of this together. We're going to be cleaning out this gas tank right here. And we're going to be assembling all these parts back here. Except for that yellow piece that's sitting there. That's not for this. I don't know how that yellow piece got in there. That is for, actually that's for quad I sold. So if you want to buy a yellow piece that goes on your handlebars, you just let me know and I'll sell it to you. All right, so yeah, woo, we're gonna get on down to all this stuff using the Superclean. The purple, I'm wearing the purple today with the Superclean shirt, so let's get on down to it. So let's get on down to it, woo! All right, folks. Beautiful day in Phoenix. Oh yeah, 70 degrees out here today. Sucks to be all you people in the Midwest, but here we go. We're gonna give the Superclean all-wheel cleaner a try today. I gotta clean these wheels up to get them. Gotta get the front bearings replaced on this guy, the front seals and bearings. And we're just gonna clean these up, run them as is. But let's see how this stuff works. We're gonna clean these up using the new Superclean all-wheel cleaner. All right. Once again, 70 degrees out today. Sucks to be you people in the Midwest. Whoo! Yeah, check it out. Yup. Shorts. Got the shorts going. All my doors open. I like to jump in the pool, but that's a little cold right now. We're not gonna be pushing that. Anyhow, let's see how this works, shall we? So you're supposed to wet it down first. And then we'll hook this dog up. We gotta turn it on. Is this spray different down the other way? No, it's either on or off. And then it says you can agitate it with a brush, so let's try that. All right, let's just rinse that off before it dries on there. All right, well that looks mighty nice. stuff has a weird odor to it. All right, well, those turned out mighty nice, I must say. Whee! Yes, very shiny. Let's flip these dogs around and do the other side. Right, check this out. So today we're going to be getting all of this prepped up and ready to be taken care of. So the frame, well, yeah, we got some stuff done to the frame. Check this out. Boom. Bolt is no longer in there, broke off. Beautiful threads, rethreaded, everything's ready to rock and roll there. And the brake reservoir that was broke off, the bracket right there, welded back on. I don't know if you can see that real good. Let's see if I can get a good close-up of that. Oh yeah, look at that. So all we got to do now is grind down the weld a little bit and bend it back into where it belongs before we send it. We'll do some of that. All right, check it out. I grinded this thing down and look at that. Woo! There's only one little nick right here, and I can live with that. So I used my Dremel right here with the, what is it, 1.5, with a 1.5 inch wheel on it, and this is the grinding wheel from the Dremel, and basically you just, grind away, but I've already got it done. So yeah, now we're gonna get this baby cleaned up. We're going to be cleaning it, and we're going to be using products by Superclean. Yep, check that out back there. Superclean. We're going to be using some Superclean products today. Superclean. And I'll put a link to that stuff. I'll put a link in my description where you can purchase this stuff. And yeah. We're going to be trying out some Superclean products. I don't know if we'll get to the floor absorbent though. I don't use too much of that because, you know, I'm that good. I don't spill. No, I'm just kidding. You know, building motorcycle motors and ATV motors, there really isn't a whole lot of mess. Once in a while you drop some oil when you split a case or something like that, but for the most part, I don't use floor absorbent. I already cleaned these, and they're beautiful. I did these in the ultrasonic cleaner. Yeah, you can do that with just water basically, but anyway, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be cleaning up this frame. We're going to be getting rid of that back there, that junk, and we're going to be prepping up the frame right here, but first we need to clean it. Check it out. Once again, we're going to be using the Superclean products. They were nice enough to reach out and give me some free products and ask for a review. So we're gonna do that. And I already cleaned the wire harness there too. And I used Superclean, by the way. I didn't record that, but I just wanted to give it a test run. Thumbs up in my book. I really dig the products. All right, so check this out. First, we're gonna use the Superclean foaming. We're gonna see how it does on this fine spot right here. So let's do it. And it says to let this sit for 30 seconds or so. And I'm going to try this first one without a brush and we'll see what happens. All right, let's see what that did. Wow. Look at that. That took almost that whole layer of grease right off of there. Whoa. So I'm impressed with that. Now let's try the regular Superclean right here and see what happens on this. I can already tell you, I think I like the foam better. Oh, this has an odor. Wow, that actually did a really nice job too. This spot right here is not grease though, that's paint. So it's not gonna take paint off. And I'm cool with that. Now let's spray down the whole thing and see how it does. I'm gonna use a brush now. We found out that it works great without it. But I bet it works really good with it. Look at that. That looks nice. Now let's try some more of the foam. All right, so I am 100% satisfied with that, and man, I would recommend using that for sure. Even the first run we did without the brush, it took the grease right off of there, so yeah, I would totally recommend using Superclean. All right, let's get this seat apart so we can get our new seat cover on there, and we got new fenders, so we'll try to salvage as much of this as possible. And we'll start out with this little guy right here. I also sprayed all these down with MPPL Penetrant Lube. So you probably want to do that because they were pretty rusty and corroded. But as you can see now, they don't look that bad after sitting for a little while in the spray. So anyway, let's get these off. Okay. Okay. So I think we're gonna have to resort to the impact. Let's see if we can't get this thing to crack. That guy is on there. That's not cool. Good Lord. I could just cut it. I don't need these fenders anyway. I got a brand new one, and plus they're all cracked to shit anyway. But why? Why would you do that? Good Lord. How can that be in there that hard? That makes no sense whatsoever. Well, let's crack the rest and see what we got going on. Okay. Nice. All right. So let's try these guys. Hopefully we can get this off. Oh, that's not bad. That one's not bad. not bad. Good job. All right, so these came off all right. All right, we can clean this up. We don't even need to do much to it. It's going to be underneath the seat anyway. Looks to be in pretty decent condition. These guys are cracked and hard. We're going to buy new ones of these, so we can just pluck those out. Actually, we'll just leave them in there. They aren't hurt nothing. We ain't going to use them. We're going to have to find another one of these because this guy's broke off. All right, well, let's just set this aside. All right, so let's try to zip that guy off, shall we? So there's our fender off. Seat pan looks a little dirty. We're gonna have to pull that seat cover off of there and pull all those staples. But first we need to get that screw out of there. Maybe it'll work better now that we have it off of the fender. Let's get it down all the way, and now crack it. Man. Oh, there it went. Oh my Lord, dude. That was in there. All right. Well, thank God we got that out of there. Let's pull this seat cover off and see if we can't salvage any of this stuff here. All right, so here's all the dirt that came out of that thing while we were hammering on it with that impact, getting that screw out. Look at that. That thing has been through a few dust storms here in the desert, and I believe maybe we can clean it up. I don't know yet. We're going to run some water through it and see, but we're going to have to get the seat cover off anyway because we need the seat pan. So let's see if we can salvage the foam or not. Like I have a seat cover. We're gonna put that on here shortly. But anyway, let's get this seat cover off, shall we? All right, so as you can see, this has a lot of staples in it, and we're gonna have to pluck these out one by one. So let's just get on down to it, shall we? What you're gonna wanna do is just kinda crank on underneath it.
Put your finger over the top and try to get it out as even as possible. And that's all there is to that. It's just time consuming is all. And just in case, you gotta pull a couple out with a pair of pliers. Or vice grips in my case. Alright, so let's get all this done first. Get that crappy part out of the way. And we might need to put it up on something. So we'll just use a fine ass little toolkit here. Alright, now let's continue on. Man, these fucking staples suck. They are just breaking. one seat cover off. Now I don't know if we can reuse that or not. We're gonna find out. Maybe try to throw some padding on there or something? I don't know. See, check this out. See, we're gonna have to do something with it, aren't we? Because that's not gonna fly. So yeah, we might have to get a new one. But anyway, that's what we're going for. That's what's gonna happen here. And that's pretty badass, if you ask me. See, so we'll have to do something with this right here. But that's gonna look pretty fucking sick, I must say. Look at that. I don't know if we can do anything, like maybe, what if we used sweatpant material? Oh, I think we're onto something here. That is totally soft. Like, what if we took a pair of sweatpants and cut them up? Whoa, that's soft. That would probably work, huh? So we can buy ourselves like a $8 pair of sweatpants or something. That's what I'm wearing right now. I'm wearing an $8 pair of sweatpants. We can just buy a couple pair of $8 sweatpants and cut them up and... yeah. Because check it out. What if we cut this right here? There you go. And obviously when we do it, we'll cut them so that they're long enough to fit the whole seat. And then we'll shave off the sides. So then you will have this, and we'll wrap that around. Yeah. First we're going to clean it up. That's what we're going to do. We're going to clean it up and clean up that foam, because the good thing I live in the desert. All we get to do is put that out in the sunshine and it'll be dry in like 5.2 seconds. So let's get it done. Woo! We got a plan. It's gonna be awesome. And feel out, man. That's soft. Alright, so today we are going to be hooking up a seat cover, as you can see back here. We got the old factory replica seat cover going on, and we got the seat pan all cleaned up and ready to rock and roll. Went to the upholstery store, got us some 1/4-inch foam, and I'll be showing you the tricks and how we're going to make this baby comfortable and ready to ride. So yeah, so if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe and make sure you hit that bell notification down there so that you can turn that on and get notified when all the new videos come out. Yeah, once again, this is a Honda ATC 200X build, and we're going to be throwing the seat cover on. Without further ado, let's just get on down to it, shall we? You bet we shall. Woo! Alright, so here's the supplies we have today. We got us the old seat foam, which has seen better days and has been out laying out in the desert for probably 10 or 15 years. So it's a little stiff. It's still foamy, still nice and foamy, but it's just a little stiff. It's not quite as foamy as it was at one time. And so what we're going to do is we're going to put this seat cover on there, which is a exact replica of the 1986 200X. And we're going to throw that baby on there. We're going to just be using an electric stapler today. And oh, look at that cool thing right there. That's the old ad from the magazine, Count Your Blessings. The new 86 200X ad in the magazines. So yeah, we're going to be putting a nice layer of foam that I got from the upholstery store. Yep, quarter-inch foam. We're going to put it underneath the seat cover right there, and then stick it on there. And oh yeah, look at that, 2021 calendar. But that's not the good side. This side is the one you want. There you go. That's a much better calendar when you go to that side of it. But yeah. Alright, so without further ado, let's just get to putting this baby together. Alright, so the first step, we're going to take this foam, and one side of it has a nice coating on the outside. The other side of it is just flat foam. And we're going to stick the foam side to the foam side, because then that way it'll prevent it from sliding around. And we'll be able to put the seat cover and maneuver it around as we feel necessary. So basically what we're going to do first is we're going to make sure that this foam covers all of what we need. And that's plenty. So what we're going to do first is we're going to flip it over. And we're going to throw one staple right in here. I said. Okay, we're going to put one staple right there. And we're going to, don't pull it real tight, but we're going to just kind of line it up and make sure we're good on this front side. And then we're going to throw one staple in the front of here as well. Alright, so then what we're going to do with the piece of foam here is we're going to pull it tight across like this. And then we're going to pull it tight across like this. Together. Like so. And then we're going to drop a staple right in here. This one's not going to stay though. We're going to drop two of them in there. And then now what we essentially have is this. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to take and we're going to do this. We're going to make it tight like so across the back. And with the foam, I'm going to throw one way up here. And if I can, I'm going to get this guy. Now these staples are not going to stay here. Now, we have something we're working good with here. So, let's take our scissors And you want to trim it off so that you form a corner. So we are across the corner, like right here, right? So with our foam, throw one in there. And we can just throw one right up here for now. Basically the foam, we're just trying to hold in place. So the upper ones, all these way up here, we're going to be taking those out and we're going to be cutting this off. Because we want this to be the one that's going to hold everything. But we don't want it to go through here. So what we're going to do, essentially we're going to be cutting this off. So that it only comes up to here. And this will wrap over the top and be what's going to hold the staples in. Does that make sense? Sure. All right, now the hardest part of this is going to be to begin. We're going to have to get all of this lined up. And we're going to have to cut this foam underneath before we can put the staples in here. Okay, now we want to get everything centered. Got this centered on this side, along with this centered on this side, and then the Honda centered on the back side. I think that's about right. All right, so let's put us in one staple right there. I hope we got it straight though. What do you think? Are we straight? I'm guessing probably not. Well, we are straight, but we missed by a mile. The Honda is down too low. So the Honda should be up here. So this is where this gets tricky, man. This is going to take some, you got to get it right to begin with, though, or none of this works. I've done a seat cover before, or two, and they are not my favorite thing to do, I'll tell you that much. But, you know. All right, now, hopefully we are on the money on this one. Yes, sir. So there's where we want the Honda. The Honda should be up towards the top. And the N should be centered in the center of here. Right on the money. Okay. Man, that was a chore right there. Okay, now what you want to do, we got one in the back. So then we want to put one in the front, right here. We want to get rid of some of this foam also. So this is where it gets tricky. So we're going to leave this where most of it is. Okay. So now what we're going to do to keep this in order is I'm going to throw one staple right here. And one on the side. And then that will allow us to get rid of the center one. Okay, now we can start working our way around with this guy over here on this side. We're going to start in the back. Most people tell you to work in the front. I don't believe that. The back is the hardest thing to do, so you want to make sure you get that lined up. The front can just come around, and it doesn't require any special requirements. We need to make sure that we get the ATC logos centered on both sides. So that front, fuck that front. Okay, now we're going to throw a couple more in the back because we want to make sure that this doesn't move. Let's get the, you guys can't see what I'm doing here, but basically I'm taking the Honda logo. I'm taking the Honda logo back here and I'm making sure that it's flat, aligned with the, we already know that it's centered because we have the end centered in the middle of here. So now what I'm doing is I'm making sure that it's aligned proper with the straight line here, if that makes any sense. And then we're going to start chopping away some of this stuff. But first, we're going to put one in here. Now I'm going to have to cut some of this foam away. They don't give me much material to work with, do they? That's it. You can't let the staple gun bounce. Otherwise the staples don't go in. You got to firmly hold it down there, and it's kind of a pain in the ass. All right. Well, now we see if we're even. And we fucked it all up. So, that was for nothing. Alright, so once we get past centering the ATC logo on each side and keeping the Honda centered and pulled tight on the back, then we will be able to kind of smooth sail up along this and just pull tight. But this is taking a while because we have to get this right. Oh no, come on. We're looking kind of good now, huh? The Honda looks good. The ATC looks all right. And it's comfy. Ooh. Yeah, that 1/4 inch foam was a good idea. All right, so let's keep on trucking. What we're doing is we're kind of just pulling this way. So we're going this direction and also stretching at the same time. And then we'll do a little bit on this side, and then we'll do a little bit on that side to keep everything centered. And we already were right here, but let's just keep on going a little bit, and then we'll keep... Yeah, so we better do a little bit on this side now to make sure that we're got the same amount of stuff going. All right, now that we got this far, in order to get rid of this little bubble and stuff, we're gonna have to unhook the front. when you do a fresh seat cover, you're bound to have a few wrinkles. And they will wear out once you get to riding, which I can't wait to do. I'm ready to ride this thing. A little bit longer and we will have this baby done. Just need to button up the ends and then we need to come back and hit these guys. That doesn't look like they gave me much material to work with here, did they? Oh, you can probably get those wrinkles out. Whoa. We're almost there. Looking pretty good. We just got this last little wrinkle to get rid of, and then we need to fix the ends down here, which I still don't know how we're going to do that yet because it doesn't look like there's very much material. This is not going to be fun. All right, there we are with the seat cover. Those wrinkles, these wrinkles will come out whenever we're riding for a little while, but they're expected because this is brand new. So let's get this back end taken care of. Now we can cut some of this away. All right, now I need to do that again. That sucks. All right, fellas and ladies and whoever's watching, there is our final product. Check that bad dog out right there. Woo-wee! We got the Honda back here in the back. And here's all the tools we used. We just needed a stapler, a screwdriver, and vice grips to pluck out all of the staples. And these are all of the staples that we plucked out along the way. So this was quite a chore. I'm not going to lie right there. This was quite a chore. This only took about, 2 hours or so. The last one I did took about 6, so I'm getting better. Woo! Here's all the foam that we trimmed out. And here's all the pieces of the fabric that we have left over. And if you want to see the bottom of it, yeah. So look at that fine job. Trimmed up the upholstery on this end down here. Woo-wee. Got the corners taken care of. Yeah, so there we are, man. That's that. We are completed with the seat. And those wrinkles will come out of there once it breaks in and gets, we start riding it and stuff like that. It may just stretch out while it's sitting there. But yeah, these wrinkles will definitely come out. Yep, that's beautiful. All right, let's move on. All right, so check it out. That's what our seat cover is going to look like on our machine. And there's our handy dandy plastics and all of our good stuff we got going on there. But now that we got our seat cover done, we have to drill the holes into the new plastics because, of course, they did not come pre-drilled. The Meyer plastics do not come pre-drilled with the holes for the seat pan and the seat bracket and all that good stuff. So we're going to have to get that drilled up and get the seat bracket mounted in there. And yeah, we have the old plastic sitting right there that we're going to use as a template. And let's get to town. Oh yeah, fellas and ladies, check it out. We got the old the seat pan plate painted up. Look at that, passion red, the old OEM Honda color. So yeah, I found some paint that matches, and look at that beautiful son of a bitch right there. Sanded it down, got everything polished up, and yeah, we're getting ready to mount this up. And look at this. Shined up the old seat lever. Woo-wee! Look at that son of a bitch too. That looks brand spanking new. All we did, wire wheel. Little bit of a Scotch-Brite wheel and a wire wheel combination. And then a little Dremel shiner at the end to polish it up a tiny bit. Yeah, we did even did the spring. Look at that. Even the spring is all beautiful. Woo! And the plate, the seat lock plate. That's what they call this thing. They actually call they call this the seat lock plate. And the thing I painted red, they call that the seat lock plate also. They're both the same name. But I think it should have been called, since this is the plate that goes on the seat lock plate, it should be called the seat lock plate. That's what I'm calling it. This is the seat lock plate from now on. Anyway, yeah, we even shined up the bolts too. The bolts are all beautiful. Wire wheeled the bolts and the nuts and everything. Wire wheeled the nuts. We wire wheeled my nuts. That would really hurt and suck, wouldn't it? Hells yeah, it would. Anyway, let's get this stuff mounted up. All right. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna drill the holes right here and right here for our brand spanking new seat setting rubbers. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to just eyeball it because this does not have to be super intensely perfect. Right there looks beautiful. Whoa! Note to self, that goes through plastic really, really fucking fast, and I got glass table down here. I didn't think it would be that fast, but now I know. And that's kind of cool because there's not really much to do here. Perfect. Alright, so then the other next one, all we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we get that right there. It looks like it goes right about, so that looks pretty good. And now we're going to give it a little bit less pressure this time. Whoa, that kind of slipped. God damn it. There we go. There's one side in. All right. There you go. And then you want to just pick all the sides out and make sure that all the rubber comes through. And there we are. Now we can do the other side. Perfect. All right, now we got to put on our awesomely painted. So now we need to drill the holes for our seat block plate. And I've painted this one a beautiful passion red. Woo-wee! Look at that fine son of a bitch. Anyway, so once again, we're just gonna eyeball this. As long as we get all 4 of these holes right and even, we're good to go. We're just gonna measure and see if we got the same on both sides. Looking pretty good. All right, then we're just gonna mark those holes centered. All right, now we got our holes marked, and we're gonna drill this sucker on through. And there we are. Let's see how we did. Perfection! Hells yeah! Woo! So for this one piece of plastic right here makes it look like it's worse, but it did. Oh yeah, there we go. But now we got this guy. And mine's broken. We're gonna have to get another one. But what I didn't realize is the 86 has them welded on here. I thought somebody did that. These are from the factory. So the 86s have them welded on here. The 87s do not. Which actually kind of works out pretty good for me because now I don't have to screw around with where they belong. They belong right there. So they're going to go here though. So here's a different way I'm going to do it. This right here to here is 1 1/4 inches. All right, one seat bracket on. Now let's put on the front bracket.
There we go now.
Except for I do think that that's supposed to go the other direction. I could be wrong. Well, for right now, it's going to go that direction. We may have to flip it. I tried to look for pictures, but I can't find anybody with any pictures of it. And I don't remember. All right, let's bolt on this guy, man. Look at that shiny. This is the seat lock plate. Woo! Remember if you were paying attention earlier in my video, I said that Honda calls this the seat lock plate. They also list this as a seat lock plate. Same name, but different part number. And it goes on here. So I'm calling it, this one, the seat lock plate. That goes on the seat lock plate. But anyway, let's hook this guy up. And we will be torquing all these bolts to 84 inch-pounds, which is 7 foot-pounds. But I'm not going to do that right yet because we're just fitting everything on here for right now. And technically, I think when we do this for real, because we're going to have to replace this anyway. And I'm just putting this on here now to make sure everything works good. And so I can show you guys how it works. That's how it works right there. I'm probably going to blue Loctite these. When we put them on for reals, I'm probably going to take this back off and we'll blue Loctite them. But yeah, I just wanted to get a good feel and get these holes drilled and get this thing together. Well, all right. Look at that son of a bitch. Woo-wee. We are hooked up. Now, all we got to do is get the graphics on there. But once again, we're not going to do that right yet because we don't want to get them all scratched up and all that good stuff while we're assembling everything. But yeah, that looks pretty nice. So yeah, there's the bottom of it. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. One last thing to do before we can call this quits. Yeah. There we go. Thank you, Meyer, for making these plastics, but I don't like that logo and that sticker. It's ugly as shit, so gone. It doesn't even fit the color scheme. All right, so that wraps up another one. And yeah, we got all this stuff done back here. We got the seat mounted. We got the wheels cleaned up. We got all kinds of stuff done. And make sure that you subscribe and make sure that you ring that bell for notifications so that you can get notified whenever all the new good stuff is coming out. Yeah, make sure you like this video too, because why wouldn't you, man? I mean, come on. And yeah, that wraps up another one. So you know what time it is. Peace out, Girl Scouts. Woo! Subscribe right there. Click, yeah. Do it. Turn the notifications on too. Right there.